area. And this evening's flash flood in the Fourmile Canyon area wasn't considered to be terrible by firefighters' standards. Still, it created a mess big enough to spook some folks who live in the area. Our Kevin Torres reports from Logan Mill Road, where rocks and other large objects were rushed into the street.
You know, in the grand scheme of things, a Fourmile fire crew says this flash flood was kind of minor, but nonetheless, it was a flash flood, and those things tend to do some damage, especially in areas like this. You didn't have to travel too far to find evidence of it. This is sort of what happened when the water came down and blew past this gate over here, and then just kind of came down here, creating a little bit of a muddy mess, and then you have some water in the creeks. A man who lives up the road says that he's never seen this before, and what this is that the water came over the road and kind of blew away some of the mud, creating and showing some more of these rocks.
It's a little surprising, you know, after it's almost 2 years since the fire, and I thought maybe some, you know, we can see the green grass that's kind of growing up, so I thought maybe that would catch some of the water, but apparently it's not enough because this is looking pretty washed out. And then I came over the bridge here and drove through the mud and said, this is an asphalt bridge and this is nothing but mud.
Driving along those bridges and roads really concerned some people, wondering whether or not there were any issues with it because of the flash flooding. Firefighters in the area say not so much of the case. But when you come along the creeks and the rivers around here, well, that's when you see that thick chocolate milk looking water just pouring through here. Folks who live along the creeks, well, they say that there wasn't a whole lot of property damage because the water didn't come up too far into the area. This old measuring stick that folks have had here for quite some time, well, you can see that it doesn't even come up to a concerning point, which is good news for the folks out here who are enjoying the moisture in this dry season. In Fourmile Canyon, I'm Kevin Torres, 9 News.
The other big story out of the area today.